and Dallas, Federico.
Listen to Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. We're Delmarva proud.
Well, it's another day here on Coast Life, and there's so many things to be excited about. We're your hosts. I'm Leah Rizzo.
I'm Charlie Sokaitis.
And one of the things that we're super excited about, as maybe you noticed, are pretty new sets. Yes, gorgeous. All the stuff behind us is from our friends at the Art League of Ocean City. So if you see a piece of artwork and you're like, I just need to have that in my house, we will inform the artist and maybe you can purchase a piece.
Yeah, I like it. It's a little freshening up of things as we change sort of into a new season here. It's getting warmer. And with that in mind, what are some of the things you're excited about, Leah, as we now start to inch towards, you know, that warmer, more fun, enjoyable time of year here along the coast?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you step outside and you feel that warmth of the sun on you and you're not shivering and you're just like, life is good, everything's gonna be okay. I do look forward to the fact that, you know, we hit that 5:30 slot and the sun is still up and you're like, this is my favorite. The changing of the seasons are some of my favorite times to be outside where, you know, you get to notice those little subtle differences. There's sometimes just like the smell of the earth takes you back, like it makes me think of lacrosse season in high school. But I love walking just up and down the boardwalk and being outside.
I know I'm excited to get back out on the golf course. That's one of my favorite things to do once it gets warmed up. Chase that ball around a little bit. We're actually going to have something in the show later today that has to do with golf. But I'm also just excited about getting down to the beach and really just walking. I like to walk outside. I don't know how everybody else feels, but I like a good trail. Just get out, stretch the legs, get that fresh air in your body. It really helps clear the mind.
Yes, and spring is a great time to hit our trails because that's when you start seeing like all the turtles and all the frogs and you don't have to deal with the bugs just yet. So it's a great time to get outside and explore our area. I know we're also trying to assemble a little bit of a Coast Life roller skate team here. So we're going to try, and I've got a pair of skates at home that I forgot to bring with me today, but if you see us skating around the parking lot.
We is maybe a loose term here because I don't know that I specifically am trying to start a roller skate team.
Our producer, maybe our showrunner, and that's the team so far. But I know we've got some other members of Coast TV News that are interested as well.
So if you come near our studio and you see a bunch of hooligans on little wheels rolling around the parking lot, you'll know what's going on there.
If you're driving through Milton and you see a bunch of people bad at roller skating, it's mostly me. I'm the one, I can go forward, you know, but I want to learn some tricks. I want to learn how to do something kind of cool on roller skates, but I will be padded up.
A little spin.
Yeah, something cute, you know. I'll have my knee pads and my wrist guards though, because
safety first.
Well, you know, you only have to break your arm once rollerblading before you're like, maybe I should pad up.
Well, we also want to talk about, as the seasons start to change, people are going to be thinking about maybe taking trips, you know, getting out of Dodge for a minute. I'm a light packer. I try to be when I want to go somewhere. I don't like having to deal with getting your stuff off of the check bags. So I was wondering, what are some of your must-haves, Leah, if you just want to go carry-on only? What are some of the things that you do to kind of get everything you need in there?
It's been a minute since I've been a carry-on only kind of girl because my boyfriend also likes to be a carry-on only kind of guy, which means one of us has to bring the liquids. So usually I get the checked bag, but I think when I'm traveling light, I still feel like a hairdryer is one thing I like to have, even though it's a bigger item. It's something that like I don't want to leave at home because even the hotels have them, but you never know what the strength is going to be.
They don't get the job done.
They're never great. I also feel like mastering the airport snack situation is always a good thing to do, where I feel like you want to bring unopened snacks with you so that you can make it through TSA and then you don't have to purchase anything at the airport.
Save a couple bucks because there is that inflation at the airport.
I don't want to pay $20 for M&Ms.
You know, on my last trip, one of the things that my wife and I did, we got those kinds of the bags that you can really zip down and squish your clothing down a little bit, and that really helped us pack a little bit lighter. I also think it's, if you can plan ahead enough, and it can be different for different people, having outfits that you can kind of mix and match and make multiple outfits out of. So, you know, like a pair of jeans that can go with 3 different shirts, an undershirt or a coat that can mix and match.
Yep.
That way you don't need as many actual items to have a couple different looks in there. And then on top of that, if you can kind of squish it all down into those Ziploc pouches, I think it really helps out.
I think so too, and I have seen some really clever bags on TikTok before. There's one that like, it unzips in like compartments, and then you can kind of zip like individual sections on the inside, and then it like tri-folds its way into a duffel bag, and then you can pack some more if you need to. So I feel like really utilizing whatever that carry-on is. I know my sister got me this enormous bag that counts as a carry-on if you don't pack what is it, 50 pounds of stuff?
Right, like there's all the limits.
30 pounds, yeah, I don't remember what the weight limit is. I think you're right, mixing your bring your basic pieces so that you can kind of mix and match those outfits. A good pair of cute sneakers will also make a world of difference, because you're not going to need 8 billion pairs of shoes. Just one good pair of walking shoes, because there's nothing worse than going on vacation and having blisters the whole time.
Yeah, especially if you're going somewhere that's fun to do some walking around. You don't want to be struggling this day 2 because day 1 you did a bunch of walking. So you want to make sure that you got everything you need.
Yeah. Have you had any travel blunders that have prepared you to be the traveler that you are?
I don't know if I've had any travel blunders, major ones. I think the thing is really always preparation. You want to make sure that you're on top of. I always have a digital copy of everything I need.
Smart.
And a paper copy of everything I need printed out and in my carry-on stuff. I also like to have 1 or 2 things planned, but not 100 things planned for when I go on a trip, because I like to vacation. Some people like to be very regimented, everything all the time. I like to have like maybe 1 thing a day that you can build your day around in order to really get out there and experience the new place that you're visiting. But I don't want to have to be punching a clock like I'm at work. I want to be able to take my time, enjoy it. If we learn something new along the way, maybe really explore that thing, or if you meet some friends out there, have fun.
Yeah, I think the other thing I've learned too, if you're going like from somewhere cold to somewhere warm, I find that layering properly through the airport is also good. Like I'll wear like my little matching set piece of like biker shorts and like a comfortable athletic piece that I can then put sweatpants over, a sweatshirt over, so that as soon as you touch the ground, you can switch outfits just right there on the plane, and it's not a big deal.
And right now that's sort of the area we're in, where like we've got some colder days, we've got some warmer days, layering is good, and it might be that way wherever you're going, or if you're going somewhere much warmer, you might want to have the thing that's going to prepare you for being here, and then when you get back, you've got that same outfit that you can toss on. So you only need that one outfit each way.
Yeah, even just reminding yourself that it stinks. You don't want to do laundry on vacation, but depending on the nature of your trip, you have the ability to do laundry on vacation.
And that's where it depends if you're staying in a hotel versus an Airbnb, or however you're going to do it. Those things make a difference.
Yeah, when I did like a 2-week trip in the UK. That was like my first trip abroad. I was like, I never traveled growing up, and that's what I'm doing. Our guide had told us, and he was like, don't forget, you can do laundry in the sink if you need to. Like, pack light, make sure that you're good to go, because we're going to be walking around and moving around a lot from hostel to hotel to hostel and back again. So he was like, don't pack too much and don't be afraid to do laundry. So just some tips and tricks to keep in mind.
Yeah, I always think that that's especially the reason to pack light is if you're going to have multiple destinations. If you're just going to one spot, not a big deal, but if you were going to a whole bunch of spots, you don't want to be lugging all those big suitcases around the whole time. It really does free you up if you can minimize what you're taking with you. Although you might bring back more than you left with, because sometimes you got to do a little shopping when you're out on the road.
I'd certainly bring an emptier suitcase on purpose so that I know I will do some shopping when I come home. Have you ever bought something, I don't want to say completely useless, but something really silly on vacation that like you had to have it in the moment, but you have yet to use it?
We've used it, but we bought a rug. We bought a rug in Turkey. It was really cool, and it was gorgeous. It was handmade by somebody in town there. But that was something that, we had to have a whole second suitcase to get that home.
I bet you did. Well, I've heard like in Morocco, like shopping the Turkish rugs is a huge part of the experience of going to Morocco. So I was like, I could see how that would be a really cool thing. No, for me it was a wool hat. That I got in Scotland. I had to have it at the time, it was just one of those, I saw it and I have not worn it in public yet.
Not as many opportunities to wear it here. I mean, we've had some recently.
Looking, that's the thing. It's sort of like one of those bowler hats with like the little veil. It's very pretty, but I just haven't, I somehow haven't crafted an outfit for it. So maybe I'll have to do that next winter.
Yeah, I think we're rolling out of winter now, but bring it back.
I'll bring it back for you. There you go. But one thing we got to dive into now, some Coast Life. Let's see what's coming up today on the show. If you've ever been curious about a plant-based diet, we're going to be talking about the upcoming VegFest.
And we're going to the movies. I'm going to give you a movie review of Marvel's recent Captain America.
You definitely want to hear the review before you go check it out. And because it's Thursday, we're spilling some drama, spilling some tea. All that fun and more is coming up on Coast Life.
Coast Life is sponsored by BB Healthcare, Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, Preston Automotive Group, Shell Brothers, and the Parker Group.
Upgrade your ride at Preston Ford's Fuel Up Your Savings sales event. Preston Ford has over 1,000 new Ford and pre-owned vehicles waiting for you to drive home today. If you have solid credit, you could qualify for 72 months financing at 0% APR on a 2024 Mustang Mach-E Select or 2024 Ford F-150 Lightning. Visit PrestonFord.com to check out all of our savings and specials. Join us at the Fuel Up Your Savings sales event at Preston Ford. And remember, cars cost less in Preston.
We believe that a great community health system reflects the community it serves. And like Sussex County itself, we've been on an exciting journey of growth and transformation, evolving from a trusted community hospital to the region's premier healthcare provider and Sussex County's most comprehensive health system. We're proud to be on this journey together, miles ahead, but by your side the entire way, because Sussex County is our specialty.
Hey, bath guy, do you do roofs? Nope. Do you do lawns? Negatory. Do you do windows and siding? Not a chance.
At Peninsula Bath, we're your local pros for bathroom remodeling, and that's it. Top quality, customer focused, and competitively priced. Ask about our free shower door upgrade and our neediest bathroom contest.
Hey Dad, can you take out the trash?
No son, not a chance.
Peninsula Bath.
Coaches make a difference for their athletes and communities, and we want to honor them.
Each month, the Preston Automotive Group will select a coach who makes a difference and donate $500 to their organization. Then at the end of the year, 3 of these coaches will receive an additional donation to their program.
The coach can be from any sport at any level up to and including high school.
Nominate your coach today at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com.
Delmarva Sports Network's Coach Who Makes a Difference. Sponsored by Preston Automotive Group.
Vacation starts with VA. All that you love, all in one trip. Start yours at virginia.org.
Is it a real-life Cain and Abel? The brother accused of killing his brother. He was a soccer star. The shocking allegation straight out of biblical times. Next, Inside Edition.
Today at 5:30 on Coast TV.
Well, if you've ever had questions, curiosities about a plant-based diet, or maybe you're already on a plant-based diet and you want to check out a really cool event to celebrate it, we've got VegWinterFest with our friends at Rehoboth coming up. We've got Sheldon joining us on the Coast Life couch, and a familiar face to you all, Paul Williams, our resident vegan. So Tara, you've talked to us about Rehoboth before, what you guys do. Tell us a little about Winterfest that you have coming up and why you're encouraging people to come check it out.
Rehoboth is all about promoting eating more plants for your health, for the environment, and of course for the animals. So this will be our 4th one, and we're having it at Lewis Library on Sunday, March 16th.
Perfect.
And we will have yours truly right here. He's going to be our superstar. Let him talk more about that. We're also going to have a panel on people who have turned to plant-based eating as a result of an illness.
So will there be food there for people to try, test out, see that plant-based diets don't have to be boring?
Absolutely. That is absolutely not boring. There's so much goodness out there. And Kahi'au Bakery and Cafe is providing lunch, and you can go to VegRehoboth.org to order. There's 4 different options. There's also gluten-free options.
Perfect. And you mentioned that Paul is going to be part of the lineup, the entertainment. Paul, what are some of the things that you've got planned for people in attendance?
I've been connected with Rehoboth for a few years. First, I was a customer, and now I'm not president of the organization. But But what I've been doing lately is I've been talking about plant-based eating as pertains to those who want to prevent or are dealing with prostate cancer, because I'm also the prostate cancer guy.
That is true.
And my second job, right?
Yes.
So what I've done is I've begun to develop a stand-up comedy routine.
I'm familiar.
Yeah, she's familiar because
I've seen it in action.
She actually did a great job doing she was great. But I'm even going more in depth as to, why do we need to eat more plants? I mean, not the fact that, if we were really true meat eaters, then we wouldn't mind, ripping into some flesh with our canines and slurping up blood like Dracula.
That's a good point.
But but we don't do that, and our teeth are more like horses anyway, Not that you got to wake up in the morning and go, I'm not saying that, but in all honesty, you got to realize that when you eat a plant-based diet or just a whole food diet.
Sure.
Because a lot of stuff that we have, if Tara would agree with, is like they're food products.
Right.
What the heck is a food product? Right? I mean, think about it. If you've got to have a cheese-flavored whiz, why are you looking for a cheese-flavored whiz and there's actual cheese and you don't even want to deal with the cheese, really?
Right.
But I'm just saying, they have, we have
product that's mostly sodium.
That's product. So what are we doing to ourselves? What are we pouring into our body? So each day is an opportunity for you to sow a seed of healing with every morsel that goes into your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But if you keep eating like you're 21 years old and you're no longer 21 years old, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to have the recovery of a 21-year-old. You know what I'm saying?
All familiar, all true.
I'm just saying.
I hear you.
Yeah.
So people can check out, a little bit of comedy, but also a lot of education and information, which I think, even if you're still kind of on the fence, you're not sure, you don't want to dive all in on a plant-based diet, this is going to be a great event to come out to, learn and kind of incorporate into your lifestyle. So for people who do, one more time, want to check out this great event, all this information, and learn what's kind of right for them and steps that they can take to be a little bit healthier, either for themselves, for the planet, both. Where are they showing up again, Tara?
Sunday, March 16th at Lewis Library. The doors will open at 9 and the program starts at 10. We're actually going to start with a little mindfulness and meditation with Aaron Chavone from Lanakai Wellness. And then Paul's going to get everybody going. And then we'll have the panel on why I am plant-based, and then the symposium on sustainability issues, lunch with Kahiao Bakery and Cafe. We'll have some exhibitors, so come on out.
Perfect. And is this a ticketed event? Do people need to go online ahead of time?
We do encourage people to order lunch, and they can make a donation to Rehoboth. We are a nonprofit. Just so we know for sure how many people are coming, because we do set it up, and this will be our 4th one, and every year we have maxed out capacity at the library, which is very exciting.
Good.
It's been a really well attended event.
Perfect. So we'll give you a minute to do that, order your lunch, and thank you guys again for coming in. Paul making a little extra time for us today on Coast Life, and Tara making the trip.
Yeah,
and we hope that you guys have a great turnout. One more time.
Thank you. And if I could also add, we are going to be collecting items for the Teach a Person to Fish Society. They feed our hungry and homeless neighbors. Perfect. So we appreciate any non-perishable food items that folks can bring.
There you go. You can go about the rest of your day knowing that you're contributing to something good, either by making a donation, checking out all this information, and a great event. So we'll give you a minute to do all that, because there's more Coast Life coming your way.
Welcome to your dream home in the heart of picturesque Painter Mills community in Milton, Delaware. This stunning 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom residence offers an abundance of natural light with sunlight streaming through its spacious interiors. Don't miss the opportunity to make this bright and spacious home your own and experience the exceptional lifestyle that Painter's Mill has to offer. Happy Place of the Week is sponsored by the Parker Group.
Join America's favorite game.
You never know what's going to happen.
For the I can't believe it. And always for the unexpected.
Treat yourself a round of sausage.
That's not it, but thank you.
Thursday at 7 on Coast TV.
The excitement returns.
The Jeopardy Invitational Tournament.
Players from the past are back.
Fantastic game.
Only one will emerge champion.
Who knows what's next?
Thursday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
Coastal Comfort knows there's no place like home. It's where we can be totally comfortable. Totally comfortable being ourselves, making a mess, making improvements, making strides, making memories with those we love. Totally. Big or small, at the beach, or on the farm, all along the Eastern Shore. It's home, and Coastal Comfort is always here to keep you totally comfortable. Coastal Comfort, a Carrier factory authorized dealer serving Maryland and Delaware. Carrier, turn to the experts.
3 brands, 2 locations, 1 choice. Delaware Hot Tub Company, turning hot tub dreams into reality for over a decade.
Offering the most luxurious spas like hot springs and caldera.
Now, Platinum Spas too, starting under $10,000.
Ask us about free covers, free steps, free local delivery, and 0% financing too.
Save time, save money.
And upgrade your lifestyle with the first choice in the first state,
Delaware Hot Tub Company. Hot tubs, hotter prices. Delaware Hot Tub Company, Millsboro, and Lewis.
Spark your senses at the Spice and Tea Exchange in Rehoboth Beach. Food lovers, home chefs, and tea enthusiasts rejoice. Smell and sample your way through hundreds of exotic spices and teas from around the world. Our signature blends and rubs are hand-mixed daily to ensure the highest quality and freshness. Talk to our tea experts and learn the wellness benefits of drinking fresh, loose-leaf premium teas. Find a tasteful gift for that special someone or join us for an in-store cooking demo. Find your way to flavor at the Spice and Tea Exchange on the Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. Sister locations in Annapolis, Maryland, and Old Town Alexandria, Virginia.
Dedication, determination, and drive. That's what's needed to be a DSN Scholar Athlete, brought to you by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
Each month, we'll award a $1,000 scholarship to a Delmarva senior that excels in the classroom and in sports.
They must have a B average or higher and a drive for good sportsmanship.
Nominate your champion today on the Features tab on DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com.
The DSN Scholar Athlete, sponsored by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
These fields are empty now, but soon they'll be alive.
Some teams can only dream to play it because they can't afford it. And that is why Toyota is sponsoring Delmarva's Dream Team.
We're looking for teams from any sport and any level. Each month, your Delmarva Toyota dealer will give one local team a $1,000 grant. And after the year, one finalist will receive an additional $3,000.
Nominate your dream team at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com under the Features tab.
DSN's Delmarva's Dream Team, sponsored by your local Toyota dealer.
We have a ton of volunteer groups out here along the coast. One of the groups doing a lot of good work is Rehoboth Beach Main Street. And today we have a couple representatives coming in. We have Suzie Martin and Cindy Lovett. Guys, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
And let's start, Suzie, with you. Tell us a little bit about what you guys do in the community.
So we are a volunteer-driven organization, and we support downtown Rehoboth. And we really cover from the canal to the ocean. So we support those businesses. And we have a slogan that's eat, stay, play. And so we support businesses that do those things.
Oh, that's great. And we have a big fundraiser coming up. Cindy, can you tell us a little bit about what you guys have coming this way and why people might be extra excited about it this year?
Yes, we really are. So I'm the chair and founder of Rehoboth and Bloom, which is a subcommittee of Rehoboth Beach Main Street. And we are having our 4th annual Bloom and Dance Party this year. It's our only big fundraiser. But the big excitement this year is we have the Funsters providing the music.
Now, I know a lot of people just hearing that are going to be excited, but for anybody at home that may not know about them, tell them about the Funsters.
They're a wonderful 10-piece band of local, 9 guys and a gal. They now have a female vocalist, and they're a show in themselves. And even if you don't like to dance, you can just sit and watch these guys. They're just wonderful. And they have a draw. So we're hoping that we will be the beneficiaries of the draw of the Funsters.
So along with the music at this big event, what else is going to be there for people to enjoy that might draw them out so they can, maybe donate a little money for you guys?
What we like to say is dine downtown and then come over and dance, because of course Main Street supports the downtown experience. And we will have the volunteers make baked goods, and there will be the pretzels. Philadelphia Pretzel donates to us. And there's beer and wine for donation, and we'll have coffee and soft drinks that are included.
Now, when you guys run one of these fundraisers, what does that money go to? How does it help out overall?
Well, this year we purchased 1,050 flowers and 20 bags of soil from Peppers in Milton. And we have set 80 volunteers, 112 planters, and 4 gardens.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, it really is.
Making things look gorgeous.
Yeah.
Well, ladies, let's one more time pitch what you guys have coming up so that everybody at home remembers.
Yep. So we have the dance upcoming, and also we're going to be having a silent auction and a wine pool and a gift card pool. And it's just going to be a great night. But we also have some upcoming events for Main Street.
Yeah, so the first Saturday in April, we have our gumbo crawl. And typically every year we sell out.
That sells
23 restaurants.
Yep.
And it's a great way to spend a Saturday afternoon. You get a group of friends together and you stroll around and sample gumbo at these 23 restaurants.
A little here, a little there,
and
a little
so
fun.
by the end of the day.
It's so much fun.
And then the next really, really fun event coming up is May 31st is our margarita crawl. Yes, that's a really popular.
You call your Uber drivers now, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly, yeah. Uber in, walk around, but it's a small sampling, so it's not it's not that kind of event so much, but it's just really fun.
But it'll be fun.
Yeah,
and
have
there's
some
beads
drinks,
for
make some friends.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, so and you get to vote on your favorite drink, most creative drink. It's just very interactive. It's great to do with a group of people.
Yeah.
All right.
It
Well,
really is.
thank you guys so much for coming in. Is there anything else you wanted to add before we get out of here?
Nope, other than we're always looking for volunteers.
We are.
So if you go to our website and click on the volunteer button, we can use skills of all types.
All right, well, go to that website, click on the volunteer, be a part of making a difference in the area. We're going to get out of here for a quick second, but don't go anywhere for too long. We have more Coast Life right after the break.
It's Vernon Powell's winter clearance. Save up to 50% off shoes and boots, up to half off apparel and handbags. Winter clearance markdowns throughout the store on over 200 brands. Don't miss the winter clearance event at Vernon Powell, happening now in Salisbury and Rehoboth Beach.
Over 14,000 people per day are affected by water damage in their home or business. Even a small leak from a water heater, washer, refrigerator line, or even HVAC drain can cause lasting damage. Response time is critical. Paul Davis has a team of certified experts on call 24/7 to stop the water, mitigate damage, and work directly with your insurance to quickly restore your home or business. If you see peeling paint, stains, mold, or smell a musty odor, call Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
What's up, Delmarva? David Akers here from Philly. I come to you as a homeowner representing Matt the Carpet Guy, universal title holder for 5-star reviews, undisputed carpet champ, unanimous LVP, MVP champ. And my pick for Carpet Guy of the Year goes to Matt the Carpet Guy.
Thanks, David, and thanks to our customers who we served over the last 20 years.
Stop by Matt the Carpet Guy for all your flooring needs. Go Matt!
This is a community where my zaniness fits in just fine. Because I go to Rehoboth Beach, they love me because I'm zany. I go to Lewis, they love me because I'm zany, I guess. Or they tolerate me, you know. I go to Milton, I go to Salisbury, and just people are more accepting than you would typically give them credit for. That's an overall wonderful, even playing field is connecting with people, regardless of the background or the culture. It is really surprising how diverse this particular area along the coast is specifically.
Big 107.7 and 107.1 The Duck are giving you a chance to win a trip to see the Eagles live in Las Vegas at the Sphere. Submit a video of yourself performing an Eagles song to BigClassicRock.com or 1071theduck.com. 5 finalists will be invited to Crawl Street Tavern on March 22nd to sing a randomly selected Eagles song live with Fuzzbox Piranha. The lucky winner is headed to Vegas to see the Eagles live. Listen to Big 107.7 and 107.1 The Duck for details or visit our websites.
This is the revolutionary socket fan by Bell & Howell. The amazing 2-in-1 ceiling fan and light. If you can screw in a light bulb, you can hang the socket fan light. Socket fan comes with this handy remote. You can control the light and the breeze that you need. Socket fan fits any standard light socket. You can do it yourself in less than 10 seconds.
And now, the socket fan lights with deep socket extender is yours for $49.95 with free shipping. Order now, and you can get a second fan for 50% off.
Get cool fast with Socket Fan.
Hard workers need tough gear. Vernon Powell has the toughest and most comfortable workwear in the business. Work boots that work hard, like Timberland Pro, Carolina, and Red Wing, to Carhartt and Darn Tough socks. Only at Vernon Powell in Salisbury and Rehoboth.
If you've ever had the good fortune of spending 18 holes chasing around a little white ball and maybe being a little angry at yourself for the way you did it, you know that golf in a lot of ways can be an allegory for life. It can teach you lessons along the way, and that's what the First Tee does. Today we have Scott Allen in from the First Tee. And Scott, what is it that you guys do? How do you guys try to help the next generation of not just golfers, but young people?
Well, we're a nonprofit youth development organization and that uses golf as the vehicle to teach life skills to kids. So we have programs in the schools, we have programs in community centers and youth groups, as well as programs on course with our golf course partners. And we're seamlessly blending a life skill each week with a golf skill. So it could be judgment, sportsmanship, perseverance. Those skills are blended in so kids are learning them as they apply to golf, but also learning how they can apply those skills outside of sports.
And can you give us an example of how you may tie in one or another skill from golf and life? How do you bring those together?
Yeah, I mean, one that we use a lot is judgment. You know, you've got to make decisions on the golf course from as simple as, what club should I hit? Do I want to try to hit it over the water on this hole, or do I want to try to lay up? There's strategic decisions aplenty on the golf course. But the same process you use to make those decisions, you'll use to make decisions like, should I do my homework first or play video games when I get home? My friends want to play a prank on the neighbor. Should I go along with that, or should I sit this one out? You use the same decision-making process to do both things. So we try to blend those skills together.
I always like in golf, one of the things that is impressed me about the game my whole life, and I've played most of my life, is how much of the responsibility falls on the individual golfer. If you do something, you've got to call yourself on it.
Yeah.
And I think that is a great lesson for kids.
Yeah, honesty is one of our 9 core values, and that's key. I mean, you're accepted at the highest levels, even high school golf, college golf. I coached for many years in college. You're calling the penalties on yourself, and you're responsible for representing yourself the right way. And if you play, you know pretty quickly the folks that don't call those penalties on themselves quickly get a reputation. And you may not want to play with those guys. Yeah, exactly.
Not looked upon fondly in the clubhouse.
Exactly. So that's a valuable lesson because it carries over to life. If you're honest with yourself, if you're honest with others, people recognize that and people will respect you for it. And if you're not, people will catch on pretty quick.
So for parents that want to get their kids involved in this kind of a program, or for kids that want to get their parents to put them in this kind of program, how do they do that? How do they go about getting involved?
Yeah, well, we have 3 ways that we work with kids. The first way, sort of, kids don't have a lot of choice. It's through the school program. We teach PE teachers to teach our golf and life skill curriculum in the gym class instead of floor hockey or softball or whatever they might have used. We're in 18 plus schools in Sussex County, all 5 elementary schools in the Cape School District. We have a community program where we come into Boys and Girls Clubs, YMCAs, but then we have our on-course program, which we want kids to sign up for. We're hoping kids will do that. We've got 9 golf course partners in Sussex County. We work with the Rookery, we work with Rehoboth Beach Country Club, Kings Creek Country Club, American Classic, Mulligan's Point in Georgetown, Hooper's Landing in Seaford, Plantation Lakes in Millsboro, Bear Trap Dunes in Ocean View, and we're adding this year Southern Delaware Golf Club up in Milford, and we have a program in Ocean Resorts down in Berlin. So each of those partner locations have classes at various times during the year. Our spring program starts April 7th, and you can go on our website, firstteedelaware.org, to register.
It sounds like kids are having a lot of fun. They're learning something along the way. They're being active. Seems like a win-win for the kids and the parents. What if you wanted to volunteer and be a part of this? Because you said you guys do need volunteers for this.
Always looking for volunteers. You can reach out to me. My email is, you can find it on our website, and reach out to me. I'm happy to get you signed up. To become a volunteer, there's a quick background check that you got to go through and a child safety training, and then we have an online coach training that you can take. And we also have fundraisers coming up. We have our Delmarva Scramble, which is our largest southern downstate event. It's at Rehoboth Beach Country Club on April 22nd, and we're looking for foursomes and corporate sponsors and whole sponsors for that event as well. So always happy to have folks participate that way.
So if you want to get out there, give back, swing the clubs a little bit, maybe go get a part of the scramble there. It seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. Is there anything you wanted to add before we get out of here?
No, just I think we're growing rapidly in Southern Delaware, and we'd love to see more kids get the benefits of the life skills that we teach.
Well, some people say golf is a good walk spoiled, but I love it. I never plan to quit it. So we're going to be back after this. We've got more Coast Life on the way.
Every visit is an adventure at Browse About Books in Rehoboth Beach. Search our hand-picked book collection and find something in every genre. From bestsellers to some of our staff picks, you'll uncover a new adventure every time. After you've browsed our extensive book selection, explore our gift shop, where you'll find an exciting array of toys, gifts, Rehoboth-themed items, and home decor. Browse About Books on Rehoboth Avenue, a fun, friendly place to shop for books and so much more.
Liberty Concrete and Enhancements. Delmarva's decorative concrete specialists. Transform your outdoor space with stamped concrete. Choose a design, color, and turn your outside into a conversation piece.
Working with Liberty Concrete was a very easy process. It's little to no maintenance at all. We love our outdoor space.
Create a beautiful space without the maintenance of pavers that's backed by our workmanship warranty. Call now for a free estimate and design your perfect outdoor space with Liberty Concrete and Enhancements.
Victory isn't just the finish line, it's the fire that drives us. Seizing opportunities, rising to challenges, and never backing down. At the Delmarva Sports Network, we celebrate the wins, big and small. We honor the hustle, the heart, and the heroes. Because DSN is where local teams become legends. It's where champions shine, and every victory inspires the next. Delmarva Sports Network, local teams, big dreams.
Signs of poor eyesight aren't always clear to us. At Wink Vision Center, we provide the best possible standard of care to discover the signs and improve your vision. Our eye exams are fast, easy, and comfortable to ensure you and your family can see clearly as soon as possible. Shop the finest selection of designer frames from Tiffany to Vera Wang, Maui Jim, and Urkers. Need an appointment? We can get you in as soon as the next day. The choice is clear. Wink Vision, Ocean City and Cambridge.
DSN Plus is more action. 4 additional live stream games every weeknight and full replays on demand. DSN Plus is more local. 5 live games every weeknight, showcasing high school showdowns and regional rivalries across Delmarva. DSN Plus is more access. Watch on your mobile devices, and remember, DSN is still free over the air and on cable. But get more with DSN Plus, just $6.99 a month. Download the Delmarva Sports Network app from your app store today.
One of my favorite things about Delmarva is how connected the community is. We love doing events here at Coast TV, so that's one part of it, but it's also just being involved, being a global citizen, going out to dinner, going to the gym, all of those things that make Delmarva what it is economically, we participate in, and it's really fun to see our neighbors be our community.
Coast TV, our community, your news, where every story hits close to home.
Well, March is Women's Month, and we've got Trish Chambers with the Milford Museum joining us on the Coast Life Couch today. Trish, you have this really, really interesting and wonderful presentation coming up with the Milford Museum. Tell us all about it.
Well, it'll be on Saturday, March 8th at 1 o'clock at the museum. And the topic is the secret roses of World War II. It's a topic that has just been declassified in the mid-1990s. So we were able to get into the archives and stuff where before we wouldn't have been able to. And we uncovered some really magnificent information about these women and how they affected major battles during World War II, like the Battle of Midway. Yeah, certain outcomes, and how they as women really had to fight for their place in this particular activity. It was clandestine the whole time. They were told that if they discussed what they were doing, they would be shot as traitors. I mean, these are 21-year-old girls fresh out of college, being scared half to death.
I can't imagine.
And the surprising part of this is many of them took that information with them to their grave.
I mean, that sounds fascinating and terrifying. I cannot imagine being, 21 years old. I can't imagine being 32 years old and in a situation like that where you've got this classified information that, is not only the life of or death of you and your peers, but your country in a lot of ways. So this is a really, really wonderful presentation that you guys have going on that I think history buffs or non-history buffs alike are going to get something out of this. And Trish, you yourself are quite accomplished in this sphere. Tell us a little bit about your credits. Toot your own horn here for us.
Well, I have 2 books that I've written. One is about Civil War women, their roles and legacies. And the other one is about the lighthouses of New Jersey. But I think my real accomplishment is Trish Chambers Productions, because it gives us a chance to get out there and tell stories that actually need to be told. Absolutely. Women in history, what they've done. I mean, we start in the early 1800s with women working on the Underground Railroad. We go through the Civil War, where you have women who are soldiers and spies. They're the first ones that stepped out of traditional role because of the war. Yep. Then we move on to the turn of the century, where women are starting to get educated and live independently. We go on to the 20s, where we have our real first feminists. Yes. I mean, those flappers went out there with a vengeance. Plus, they're fighting for suffrage. And people don't understand that suffrage was more than the vote. It was equality under the law. Yeah. Then we move into the 1940s, and in that period of time, so many things changed. It was one of the biggest periods of technology after the Gilded Age, which we also do. Yeah. And then, of course, we have our World War II women, the Rosie the Riveter and the Secret Rosies, which I'm so excited to be doing.
I know, we're so excited for you. This sounds like it's going to be just a wonderful presentation, very engaging. What do you think we can learn about women in the past and all of the fights that they have been through and turmoil that they've been through that we can take with us into the future?
Women from the beginning of time have been in the forefront of changing society. We've done it whether we were breaking the glass ceilings in the executive offices of the 1980s or back in the Underground Railroad. Women stepped up. They took the lead. They didn't care what they were told you can or can't do. They did it because it was necessary. Our job allows us to reach up and touch living history. I've met real Rosie the Riveters in some of our venues. I have met the pilot who was for General Douglas MacArthur. I've met women who come up to me and say, "Oh, my grandmother was a flapper. I remember those dresses. We used to play dress up in them." And I mean, it takes your breath away. What you're hearing now and what you're seeing now is nothing new. This goes back.
Yep. That's amazing.
This is stuff you only read about.
I know, and I think that's we think of history and things that we learned in school as being, it feels like thousands of years ago as opposed to hundreds of years ago or many generations past, when really you are just a grandparent or great-grandparent away from that living history. Which is
absolutely.
Good reminder, I think, to keep in mind that our history as a nation that we know it is not that old.
Right.
So, Trish, for folks who are interested in checking out this presentation, remind us again the details, the when and where.
Okay, it will be Saturday, March 8th at 1 o'clock at the Milford Museum.
Perfect. And for folks who want to check out the Milford Museum on their own time or maybe get involved, are there ways that they can get involved to support?
Oh, sure. They can contact the curator, Tom Summers.
Perfect.
He would be their main contact. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, we'll give you a minute to do all that, clear your schedule. Trish, thank you so much for coming in today and telling us all about this awesome presentation. I know a lot of people are going to want to check it out.
I hope so. Thank you so much.
I know so. Coming up on Coast Life, though, we're headed to the movies to see if there's one that you want to check out.
A tourist was raped in Times Square.
It's a great ad for Broadway.
It's a big case.
How can you call Times Square safe when something like this happens?
SVU, new tonight on NBC and Peacock.
You've been dying to go one-on-one with me, so let's get it on.
One of us needs to push him into a corner, and the other one needs to show him the way out.
Good cop, bad cop?
No.
Call it that, or I'm not doing it.
Suits LA, new Sunday on NBC and Peacock.
Limited space holding you back? Dive into your dreams with Miller Pools and Outdoor Living.
Our concrete pools are long-lasting and fully customizable to fit anywhere in your outdoor living space. Whether you're dreaming of an elegant design or something simple, we'll guide you through the process every step of the way. We prioritize your schedule and offer special financing options. We also specialize in pool decks, built-in pool bars, cabanas, outdoor kitchens, renovations, and upgrades.
Call Miller Pools and Outdoor Living for summer 2025 pool cleaning and service.
Rules don't apply when it comes to designing your home or business's interior. At Mood Design Studio, we break away from typical design norms to craft one-of-a-kind spaces that belong on the pages of a magazine. magazine. Choose from a bold selection of exclusive wallpaper designs and fabrics, plus a curated selection of furniture, making any room a showstopper. Need guidance? We'll assist you in planning your space's scope and budget for a streamlined, stress-free experience. For a complimentary consultation, visit Mood Design Studio in Lewis today.
We were looking for our first house. We were growing a family. The Parker Group and our realtor, Jen, they were great. Helped us get our first home. That was a very smooth, easy process, especially for our first time. Family expanded a little bit more. We went right to the Parker Group because how easy it was the first time. And before we knew it, here we are in our next home, and we love it.
Our experience with the Parker Group was seamless.
Our realtor and the Parker Group was almost like a family in a way. They were there for us when we needed them. That was a big thing.
100% we would go with the Parker Group again.
Join America's favorite game.
You never know what's going to happen.
For the I can't believe it. And always for the unexpected.
Treat yourself a round of sausage.
That's not it, but thank you.
Thursday at 7 on Coast TV.
The excitement returns.
The Jeopardy Invitational Tournament.
Players from the past are back.
Fantastic game.
Only one will emerge champion.
Who knows what's next?
Thursday at 7:30 on Coast TV. Take your favorite radio station with you wherever you go. Download free today.
Everybody loves a good trip to the movie theater, but you want to know that the movie you're going to is worth spending out all that money.
Oh, because you gotta buy the tickets, you gotta buy the snacks. Can't go to the movies without snacks. And you wanna make sure that it's worth all that.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, you're gonna end up spending $50, $11. So you wanna make sure that it's something that's worth going to. To find out what is and isn't, we're gonna start doing a few movie reviews. I went this week to see the new Captain America, Marvel's latest offering. Ooh. Let's take a look. Captain America Brave New World is the latest offering from Marvel.
Wilson.
And the first feature film starring Anthony Mackie as the new Cap.
I want to make another run at making Captain America an official military position.
I thought Mackie did a fine job with the role, and the movie gets a little added star power from Harrison Ford, who has taken over as Thunderbolt Ross.
I have to admit, I'm still getting used to the new look.
He even has a new title, President.
They said lose the mustache or lose the election.
Oh, and surprise, surprise, he also turns into a giant red Hulk. If you're a fan of Marvel, you'll probably like parts of this movie. Danny Ramirez as the new Falcon I found to be a delight, and the spycraft portions of the film worked well for me.
Sir, your inner circle has been compromised. Either you can't see that, or you don't want to.
But like a lot of mid-tier Marvel movies, the third act evolved into CGI nonsense. It's certainly not the best comic book movie I've ever seen.
What if it's a trap?
But I still found it worth the trip to the theater.
Global power is shifting. You're just a pawn.
Well, that's certainly possible. I did buy a ticket.
Thanks for coming in.
Overall, I'd give it 3 stars.
You may be Captain America, but you're not Steve Rogers. You're right. I'm not.
Marvel has been on its back foot lately, but there were at least some signs of a coherent plan coming together, and I do have higher hopes for Thunderbolts later this year. Until then, get butter on your popcorn and find a good seat, because there's nothing like movies on the big screen.
All right, Charlie, so you gave it 3 stars overall, worth the trip to the theater, like you said.
Yeah, I had a good time. It was a fun movie. Again, not the best Marvel movie you're ever going to see, but not the worst either. If you want to go and see some bang, bang, punch them in the head, you know, have a good time and see some witty banter along the way, it's a good trip. You know, you're going to get your money's worth.
All the Marvel trademarks, if you will, are wrapped into that, it seems. But yeah, I'm with you on the CGI. I feel like it's hard to do it any other way with those kinds of movies.
I don't mind CGI, but when I say CGI nonsense, it's when it's like they just threw the entire art department at a scene, and it doesn't actually have much meaning other than, there's a couple movies like that. Shang-Chi had that happen at the end. I thought that the Black Widow movie had that happen in the end, where like they're good movies through 2/3 of it, and then it just kind of falls apart a little bit at the end.
Nope, I hear you, but I still think I'm interested in going to see it. So thank you for the movie review there, Charlie. And we've got some tea to spill when we get back on Coast Life. That's on the way.
Tonight on Coast TV News at 6, Lewis debates new rental and lodging taxes, what it could mean for residents. Plus, a wave of scams hitting Delmarva from Easy Pass to local theaters. What you need to know to stay safe. Tonight on Coast TV News at 6.
Is it a real-life Cain and Abel? The brother accused of killing his brother. He was a soccer star. The shocking allegation straight out of biblical times. Next, Inside Edition.
Today at 5:30 on Coast TV.
I started Shell's Early Learning Centers with a vision
that all children, no matter their background, could have a place to build lasting friendships, eat good meals, learn, and play, building the foundation for a stronger future. At Shell's, we embrace an open-door policy, offering a warm and welcoming environment where every family feels valued and heard. Enroll your child now in our summer camp and fall program at Shell's Early Learning Center in Milton, Harrington, or one of our other 2 Kent County locations. Limited spaces available.
Hi, I'm Tommy K. Morse.
And I'm Tom Morse. We are your local family-owned roofing contractor serving Sussex County, providing long-lasting, dependable roofs, roof repairs, storm damage restoration, insurance claims assistance, and complete roof replacements.
For more information, give us a call at 302-663-0042 or visit us on the web.
There's good.
There's better.
And then there's Morse.
Get ready to run, walk, or stroll for a great cause. The 12th annual Lucky Leprechaun 5K is back in Milton on Sunday, March 9th. Start your day with a fun 5K at 11 a.m. Then stick around for the 17th annual Milton St. Patrick's Day Parade at 2. Your race supports the Milton Fire Department, the Milton Chamber of Commerce, and the Women's Club of Milton. Sign up now for just $35 or $40 on race day. Don't miss this St. Patrick's Day tradition. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
This segment of Coast Life is sponsored by the Spice and Tea Exchange of Rehoboth.
Well, no better way to kind of wind down Coast Life than with a little bit of drama with our Spill the Tea. Thanks to our friends at the Spice and Tea Exchange on Rehoboth Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. The tea that we're drinking today, it was a limited time offer. So they had this last summer actually. So I'm hoping that they bring this one back because it was one of my favorites. So Charlie, what are we drinking?
Here's what we got. It's a dragon fruit fusion herbal tea. Ooh. This vibrant herbal blend combines the exotic flavors of pink dragon fruit, hibiscus, and pineapple to create a tropical vacation of taste, ideal for those seeking fruity, refreshing, and smile-inducing cups of tea.
There you go. And as long as the pineapple's not on the pizza, Charlie is safe. So
yeah, perfectly fine with the pineapple in my tea, just not on my pizza.
Yes, and that gorgeous, pretty pink color. And the drama, the metaphorical tea, I guess, the hypothetical tea that we're spilling, the verbal tea, if you will, is wedding drama.
Ooh,
some of the most dramatic drama out
high
there.
Tension.
Yes. And the bride and this friend are 30 and 29. Both women, and the 29-year-old is the one writing into us saying that their friend is having their best friend. The bride is their best friend. She's having a destination wedding, and the friend really, really, really wanted to go, but it's just not in the budget this year. So the bride is really upset, saying, I'll split the cost with you. And the friend is saying, even if we split it, I just don't see it in the cards. I don't see it happening. The bride is saying, you're not prioritizing our friendship. And it's obviously causing some strain on the relationship. So destination weddings are tricky. What are our thoughts on this one, Charlie?
I have a very firm thought on this one because I had a destination wedding, so I have firsthand knowledge of this kind of a thing. I think if you've decided that you're gonna have a destination wedding, you have to accept up front that somebody, because it's gonna be somebody that you do care about, is not going to be able to go. And that's okay. It's still worth doing it. I wouldn't trade in the way we did our wedding for anything. I thought it was the absolute right move for my wife and I. It worked out great. But if it's going to be that expensive, people are going to have to travel. Not everybody likes to do that. People are going to have to possibly go to a different country. Not everybody's comfortable with that. It really does hit you in the pocketbook. And if you are somebody that maybe just happens to be struggling a little financially at the moment, it is probably the smarter thing to not spend that money. Even if she's picking up half the bill, it could still be many thousands of dollars.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So you just have to understand that if you're gonna choose a destination wedding, I think it's a great idea. Like I said, it was the right move for me and my wife. but there's going to be somebody on your list of people you really want to be there that probably isn't going to get to go because of that decision.
Yeah, and I mean, I think my brother had a destination wedding. He got married in Brazil because that's where my sister-in-law is from. And there were a lot of members of our family that couldn't make it because the plane ticket is the most expensive part of that trip. It's an incredibly expensive flight. And so a lot of key members of our family or in our extended family that I know he wanted there just couldn't swing it. And he knew that that's what they were kind of up against. So I think you're exactly right that when you are planning a destination wedding, you do have to accept that, not everybody is going to be able to make it. And I hate that it's going to put a strain on that friendship and that relationship. Wedding drama always does.
Yep. Yeah.
But I think the bride and groom have to be a little bit more open-minded about it, because I think when you are asking people to be your guest, that does not give you the right to boss them around and be in charge of them and be a bad host, really.
And with a destination wedding, you're not only asking somebody to spend money to go and do all these things, plus gifts and food that they have to buy while they're there or whatever they're doing. You're also asking them to take time off of work as well.
All of that.
So, not only are you spending money on the trip, you're not making money potentially, depending on what your job is, what line of work you're in during that week. And I can see why for some people that's just not feasible, especially right now when for a lot of people money's tight.
Yeah, so I guess if I had any suggestions, it would be for the best friend to maybe get really involved and for the bride to be open-minded about like the bridal shower and some parties and some fun stuff leading up to the wedding that the friend can be a part of, so she can extra spoil her friend, give her some things for this destination wedding.
Show her that she cares.
Show her that she cares, make it a loving thing, an exciting thing, and because you can't be there at the wedding because it's not in the cards this year. But I think you can still make it work and still show that you are friends and that you love each other and all those things.
Just have empathy for where everybody else is at financially, because it's not the same place for everybody.
That is true, but I think the same place that we are going is to sip this tea. This is one of my favorites. Yeah. And I feel like
right
like
now, that is
nice
so
tea.
good.
We always serve this hot, and every time I'm like, I need to get ahead and brew this cold because I think this would be a fabulous iced tea.
I've had a little congestion lately.
There
right
you
now,
go.
that hot tea is hitting good.
It's hitting. So get yourself some at the Spice and Tea Exchange on Rehoboth Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. Shop all their amazing teas and spices. And we've got some more Coast Life for you when we get back.
Clap if you love your shell house.
Grace sold us our house in Marsh Island. It was just like instant, we're gonna be friends. We couldn't be happier. We instantly clicked from the second we saw our lot to having each other at our son's birthday parties. It's so comforting to have someone help you through something that can be super overwhelming. Shell is happiness and Shell's home. And Shell is friends. It's friends. I was gonna say that.
Victory isn't just the finish line, it's the fire that drives us. Seizing opportunities, rising to challenges, and never backing down. At the Delmarva Sports Network, we celebrate the wins, big and small. We honor the hustle, the heart, and the heroes. Because DSN is where local teams become legends. It's where champions shine, and every victory inspires the next. Delmarva Sports Network, local teams, big dreams.
Draper Media is searching for a full-time entry-level accountant. Successful candidates should have at least an associate's degree or equivalent experience. Candidates with experience in Sage Intacct will be given preference. It's an extremely detail-oriented job involving problem solving. Join the Draper Media team today as our next accountant with full benefits. Go to drapermediajobs.com to learn more and apply. Draper Media is an equal opportunity employer.
Come out to the Delaware Seafood Fest at Shellville on Saturday, September 20th. Enjoy steamed crabs, shrimp, lobster, and more while enjoying live music all day. Plus, have fun with a variety of family entertainment such as craft vendors, raffles, contests, and more. Proceeds from this event will go to support the Stevenson Foundation, which provides funding for scholarships and more. Get your tickets now at DelawareSeafoodFestival.com. Sponsored by Coast TV.
Be a part of the ultimate outdoor experience at the DSN Outdoors Expo. Join us Friday, April 25th from 3 to 8 and Saturday, April 26th from 10 to 4 at the Delaware State Fairgrounds in Harrington. Showcase your products and services to thousands of potential customers. Increase your brand awareness and reach a large audience at the DSN Outdoors Expo. For more information and to apply as a vendor today, visit WBOCEvents.com.
Stanley Steamer is proud to be the leader in deep cleaning, cleaning over 1 million homes and businesses across America every year using powerful equipment custom built by us. We'll remove the buildup of dirt, dust, allergens, grime, and contaminants seen and unseen from your home and business. America's professional deep cleaner for over 75 years. It's not clean until it's Stanley Steamer Clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Well, as we get you ready for Friday Coast Life, we already sent Charlie down the stairs to get ready for Coast TV News at 5. But coming up tomorrow, we're celebrating 302 Day with our friends at Dogfish and our friends at 302 Horseshoe Crowd. We've also got a cute little pet to introduce you to. We're going to talk about space and the planets and so much more. So basically, we've got a lot of fun coming up tomorrow in order to kind of kick off our weekend, which is also going to be gorgeous, I hear. So we're going to get ready for all of together while you get ready for Coast TV News at 5. That is next. Have a great rest of your day, and we will see you tomorrow.